Hey everyone, it's Casey here, and I wanted to make a very quick video to really tap in and explain emails and the notifications that EasyWebinar sends out and just kind of simplify this for you so you can look at the options that you have and then what we really suggest inside EasyWebinar. So very first thing I want to remind you of, if you've ever been in our back office looking at what emails do go out and how they go out, you have a couple different options. You can use our own built-in notification system, okay, to send the emails out that go out before the event starts and after the event starts. You can also use your own autoresponder, and I will explain those scenarios for you. And we've just rolled in a Sendgrid integration, which I'll also explain. And then we have this both option, okay, and I'll explain that as well. So let's move through and just quickly talk about this. So the EasyWebinar built-in notifications, what are they? Well, they are commanded notifications that are sent out prior to the event starting and after the event is over. And we have it set up to where you can select when you want those emails to go out. So 4 days before, 3 days before, 2 days before, 1 day before, 3 hours before, 1 hour before, 15 minutes before, whatever you want to do. And also remember this, that they're completely dynamic. So if you set up 5 different emails, right, starting with an email going out 3 days before an event starts, and someone registers 2 days before an event starts, don't worry, they won't get that first email that was going to go out 3 days before the event starts, okay? It's sequential, and they won't get, say, a flood of emails coming through and notifications coming through if they register after that first email is set up in our system. So to really understand, though, how these emails are delivered, here's the thing. They are sent out from your own hosting, and here's why. Because EasyWebinar is a WordPress plugin. It plugs into your WordPress site, and everything is really sent from your own server, and that also includes the emails that are going out. They are really sent from your own server. Our system has what are known as commands that will send the emails out depending on the registrant's time zone and when the webinar and event is scheduled, okay? But just understand that they are hosted from your own server and are being sent out from your own server. And I'm going to come on to why that's important in a second here. So the other option is using your own autoresponder. So using your own autoresponder to send out notifications, there are 2 ways that you can do this. One is using our hidden field URL. You can pass info to your autoresponder, and EasyWebinar can still track analytic data. So using your own autoresponder, we've created a hidden field called URL that you can then create a shortcode for in your own autoresponder. And then in that first email that goes out to them using your own autoresponder, you would put that field into the email body saying, "Hi there, so-and-so. Congrats on registering. Here is your unique link to the webinar." And underneath that is where you'd put URL. And as long as you've added that short code to your autoresponder, and we have videos that show you how to do that, it will then send out your attendees' unique URL for the event that they've registered for. And what's good about that is that you can still track analytic data with that integration. Now here's the thing. Usually, though, you'd use this system and use this process when doing one-time events, okay? Singular one-time events. All right, not events that are streamed out in your attendees' time zone, but singular one-time events that are streamed out in your time zone specifically. That's when you'd use this. And if you'd say had a lot of registrants, that's when you would use this process. The other process is this. You can also use your own autoresponder and send out notifications after someone registers for a webinar. You can send out a either public live link for when that webinar is going to start, or another link that we have called the countdown public live link. Now these 2 links, you don't really need someone to register to access these links and pages, okay? But the cool thing is that you can, if you wanted to, simply use your own autoresponder and send them to a future event by taking them to this countdown public live link. So the positives of this is that there's no need to attempt to try to set up a hidden URL field. However, the downfall is that doing this won't give you the analytics from our dashboard, okay? Because those public live links they can't track the data, but they can be used to send out to people when you don't, say, want them to register to come to the event. They can simply come to an event that you're doing on the fly, or say an event that you're doing into the future. That countdown will count down all the way to 0 and then redirect into the public live link. And you can use this with any front-end registration process and your own autoresponder, but the problem, as I said before, is that then you don't have the analytics, okay? So the way to get the analytics, obviously, is by using the hidden URL field with your own autoresponder. And finally, here's something new that we've just rolled in, Sendgrid. And Sendgrid will host all the email notifications. So the positives for using EasyWebinar and your own Sendgrid hosting to host the emails is that our notifications can now get out to a big batch of registrants without long time lapses that can come from sending from your own hosting company. Okay? That's what sometimes can occur when you are sending the emails out from your own hosting, because your server might not be robust enough to send out a large batch of emails to a large number of registrants who come through. However, Sendgrid hosting has been built for that. The negatives is that it can cost $9 a month to host the emails, but the positives are that you can use Sendgrid to send out all the emails, no matter if you're doing single one-time events or doing automated events that are streamed out in your attendee's own time zone, because Sendgrid can send up to 40,000 emails a month and more for a pretty inexpensive price. Now, the both feature is this. You can use our built-in notifications and your own autoresponder. That's essentially what both means. So you can choose our both option to add your autoresponder code for the form that people would register for, so that someone is added to your autoresponder list when they register for an event using EasyWebinar, but then use our built-in notifications to send out the emails. Okay, so you add them to your autoresponder list, but then use our built-in notifications as the notification emails. But the nice thing is that because they're added to your list, you can then market to them later on if you want. But there is a question that always comes up is, when do you have to use our built-in notification system? Well, here's when. When the event is streamed as a recurring event in your attendee's own time zone. Okay, your own autoresponder is not going to be intuitive enough to know when 2 p.m. is in Singapore versus 2 p.m. in Los Angeles. Okay? Our system, the built-in notification system, will send out the commands at the right time to have those notifications delivered. And that's when you would use our built-in notifications. So what is the best scenario recommended? This is what I recommend to you to use with EasyWebinar to really make sure and maximize that things are working awesomely. Again, I showed you a lot of different options, but this is what I recommend. Choosing the both option and then getting a Sendgrid account to host the emails going out. That way you can never have to worry about the emails going out or having your autoresponder set up to send them, while at the same time have a great hosting option for your emails to be delivered. So what essentially this says is, add people to your autoresponder list, use our built-in notification system, and have your Sendgrid integration in there so that those emails are hosted robustly from Sendgrid to make sure that they go out and are batched to be sent out at the times designated by you inside EasyWebinar. Now, things might change. We're going to have a hosting option where we will host the emails for you, and you won't have to worry about this, but at that time, we're also going to be hosting the webinars as well. Until that time, this is a great solution for you. Getting Sendgrid, allowing Sendgrid to host the emails, still adding those people to your autoresponder list, but then using our built-in notifications to send out the emails beforehand and after the event is over. So that is really what it's about. And what I wanted to do right now is go into Sendgrid to show you just how easy it is to set up Sendgrid and add those credentials into EasyWebinar. So here I am at Sendgrid, and really all you have to do is sign up. And you can simply get started with the bronze plan. Put your name, last name, create a user name, an email, password, monthly email volume. I'm going to choose the 0 to 40,000, okay, which is $9.99. And now I'm just going to finish this process. Okay, and I just clicked that purchase button. Now I am all set. They've just sent an email to me. Here it is right here. Sendgrid, activate your account. I'm just going to click on activate. Just going to change my time zone. California. I could add more information here if I wanted to. Update profile. So there's a few hour review period, and as soon as those 3 hours are up, you can add your information into EasyWebinar. I'm going to use one of our other accounts to put this into. Hold on one second. So here you can see that this is one of our other accounts, and what you would do is you would take the information for the username, the password. So we have the username and password, and we click update, and that's really all you have to do. So it's really going to be based on whatever your username and password is for your Sendgrid account. And as you know, I just created a new Sendgrid account, and it takes, as I said, 3 hours for them to verify it. And they'll send you an email, and you can go back in and grab the username and password and put it into our system. And it's as easy as that, and then what happens is from that moment on, the emails that are going to be going out from the notification area in your webinar dashboard, so in your create webinar dashboard, these notifications, okay, you would use both. Put your HTML for your autoresponder code there, and you would use our built-in notification emails, and then these are now hosted automatically for all your events from Sendgrid. Okay, all the notifications are sent out, so the 2 days, 1 day before, okay, 1 hour before, whatever you decide to set, these are all now hosted by Sendgrid, so you will have fast deliverability. I hope this makes sense. I hope this was informative, and if you should have any questions, do let us know. Thanks so much. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.